We have an update from one of our sponsors, the Vegas Near Me app. They are constantly working to add more information. We tell you that all the time. The app is free. We also tell you that. But gosh, when we get these updates, it really is incredible how much information is inside.
Yeah, Vegas Near Me has recently partnered with Vegas.com to get you the best prices on show tickets. In fact, they have over 1,000 shows listed inside the app.
And also, we know sometimes you need a quick break or a familiar go-to when you're in Las Vegas. And they do have more than 1,400 chain restaurants and stores listed in there. They have more than 8,000 individual locations, so you can find them. We're talking Walgreens, Starbucks, fast food, you name it.
And we all love to save money, don't we? Well, Vegas Near Me is going to help with that too. Right now, they're offering 50% off of shows at Jimmy Kimmel's Comedy Club, plus a $99 bottle package at Crazy Horse 3 for up to 4 people, including transportation.
Yeah, that's a good deal. And there's lots of other deals in there too. So get in and look around. Vegas Near Me is free. You don't have to put in your email. Download it in the Google or Apple App Store. Hours, locations, even the length of shows are in there. It's really good. You can even find live music, kid-friendly activities, maps of inside the hotels and casinos. It really is a lot of information in your hand.
It is. Vegas Near Me. Download it today.
Level Up Law is looking to help you. You might have heard about the recent lawsuits surrounding Ozempic. It's concerning, right? Unfortunately, a lot of people have been experiencing some serious issues from taking semaglutide or tirzepatides, including severe vomiting, hospitalization, pancreatic issues. The list goes on and on. If you've experienced any of this, you are not alone. And here's the thing, Level Up Law is here to help. We already have a team of lawyers researching this issue and preparing to help those who need it. Don't hesitate to reach out to our team if a doctor prescribed you these drugs and you're experiencing issues. Give us a call at 855-LEVEL-UP. That's 855-LEVEL-UP, and we will answer your questions. Remember, you're not alone. Level Up Law has got your back.
It's episode 226 of Vegas Revealed. Central Perk, the Friends Fountain, even Monica's apartment. They're all coming right here to Las Vegas. Details of the new Friends experience that will put you on the set of this iconic TV show.
Plus, another new addition at the Rio, David Guetta's exclusive U.S. residency, where to see all the Las Vegas 4th of July fireworks, including a show on the Exosphere.
And a big discount for comedy shows this summer, plus a new Formula One ticket option for November.
Plus, Sean sees the Celine Dion documentary before it's released on Amazon Prime, what it was like, and what she addresses about getting back on stage in Las Vegas.
All that and so much more this week on Vegas Revealed.
Vegas Revealed, presented by Level Up Law, starts now.
Welcome to Vegas Revealed, episode 226. Sean McAllister and Dana Roselli here with you. And we're inching closer to the 4th of July. Can you believe that?
No, I know. June is just, flown by, right?
Man, blink of an eye and it's gone.
I know. I'm getting ready to take a little time off to go up to upstate New York to see my family. I'm looking forward to that. A little cooler temperatures. It's hot there right now this week, but I'm looking at the forecast. Looks like 70s, 80s, high of 60s one day.
We're not even getting into the 70s or 60s overnight.
I know. We did have a couple
Vegas.
Cool days, though. How about that?
I know.
That was exciting.
We'll savor them when they come.
Hey, we didn't get any text messages this week, so remember, you can text message us in the show notes. There's a link, and let us know your thoughts. Let us know if there's any ideas you have, things you want us to cover, comments on the podcast. We love to hear from you. Also, a big shout out to our subscribers that donate every single month. I can't even tell you how much we appreciate you being a part of the podcast.
Absolutely. Let's get right into things. We're going to get into all the places where you can see 4th of July fireworks coming up in a little bit. But one of the biggest shows that we're looking forward to on Independence Day is courtesy of the Sphere.
I know. This is going to be streamed live. So get ready. If you're listening, you are in on it too, which is awesome. It's thesphere.com. And they're doing a Sphere 4th of July celebration. It's presented by Verizon. And it's going to be a 6-act Exosphere show that is going to be synced to music. And they're running 2 showings, one at 9:30 p.m. Pacific time and 11:40 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And you'll be able to watch it on the live stream. So this will be really cool.
Yeah, and I mean, it's also very fitting that Sphere is doing this big production on 4th of July because it was 1 year ago on July 4th when the Exosphere made its grand debut with fireworks going off in the sky behind it.
Yeah.
And that's really when it became an iconic part of the Las Vegas skyline that everybody is waiting to see what goes up there next.
I know. And, to top it off, it's like 1 year and then they're doing something else, adding something else. This XO audio. It's a custom audio synced to content on the Exosphere, and it's going to be audible both on site. So if you're there in the lot or nearby the Sphere, you're going to hear it right on property, and then also online via the live stream. So this is a whole new thing. We had heard a buzz about this possibly happening, and looks like it is.
Yeah, and by the way, that live stream, they're going to be broadcasting all of the 4th of July festivities, but then it's going to be an ongoing thing too.
Yeah. That I love this. This is great for everyone because we were just saying that so many people live stream the Sphere on YouTube and stuff, but it's hard to find like just one standard one that's constantly going. And so now they were probably like, hey, maybe we should do this.
Yeah, I'm glad that they did because it will be nice to have the official Sphere live cam.
I know. It really will. And hey, FYI, next week we have a special show all about the Sphere because it's the 1 year since the Exosphere turned on. We're actually doing a special episode on television, and then we'll make an audio version of that for you the podcast will probably drop on 4th of July. Maybe I'll send it on July 3rd, possibly.
Yeah.
But yeah, so you'll want to tune in for that because we'll have all sorts of coverage for the year anniversary of the Exosphere.
And again, firework information still to come later on in the episode. But first, we went over to the debut of Terry Fader's new show over at the Strat. And I mean, that was quite a party. There was a party before the show.
Right. And I love the Strat always does the parties at the top of the Strat. So, and it's something that like, I feel like as a local, we just don't go do regularly.
Right.
We go up there for a reason and we always say, we need to do it more. We need to do it more, but you don't get up there a lot. So for us, it's a chance for us to get up there and appreciate that view.
Well, and it was funny when we were on our way up to the 108th floor, the observation lounge. There was a couple in the elevator with us who were going to the Top of the World restaurant.
Yep.
And we were all locals and we were like, oh, what are you guys doing? They're like, oh, we're going to dinner. And they had never been to the Top of the World restaurant before.
No. And they were dressed to the nines.
Dressed to the nines.
Loved it.
It was an occasion. So, I mean, that's a place that should be also top of mind when you're looking for a good, unique restaurant with a view in Las Vegas, because you get all the views.
You do, and it slowly turns, too.
It does. You get 360 view of the entire Las Vegas Valley. But anyway.
Yeah, Terry Fader, in case you don't know, comedian, ventriloquist, singer. We interviewed him just a couple podcasts back and told you he has a new show at the Strat. It's at 5 p.m. Strat has a great theater, and Terry said, I'm going to utilize this theater, and boy, did he.
Oh my gosh.
It was great, right?
The technology that's included in this show is tremendous. I don't want to give away everything that happens, but I mean, even before the show starts, there's a show happening on the walls around the theater. And then there's cool stuff that happens during the show. And Terry has totally redone his entire performance, added new songs, new characters. It was great.
Yeah, it was. He won America's Got Talent season 2, and then his residency kicked off at the Mirage. Then he was at New York for a couple years. Now he's at the Strat, and you and I both said, I think this is his best show yet.
It feels like it.
Yeah, it's just newer and different for us too. We were sitting next to some people who had never seen him before, and they were blown away. They're like, "Wait, he sings those songs with his like lips closed and makes the puppet, and he sounds like." I'm like, "Yes, that's all him." So go see Terry Fader. You heard our interview with him. You know he's excited about it. Support him. We hope that he fills that theater and is able to do his 5:00 showtime, because he's really looking forward to going to see other shows and being home in a reasonable time for once in his life.
Absolutely. And it's not just a show for kids.
Mm-mm.
Like, you can bring the kids to it, but I think the adults will appreciate the humor.
Lots of
that's
it.
Peppered throughout the show.
We were giggling for the whole thing. It was funny.
It was funny.
Before that, though, when you mentioned the party, the mayor did give a Terry and Winston, the impersonating turtle, was there for the key to the city and a proclamation. So that was wonderful. And Terry Fader Day, it was just like an old school party where there were like some drinks and little things to eat. And then we had the celebration and everyone was mingling and loved it. We ran into so many people up there. We ran into Frank Marino, who we're going to have on the show sometime soon. We ran into Chris Angel.
Yeah.
Great to see him out and about with the kids.
Yep.
And that was wonderful. And, tons of different people, fellow performers, I should say.
Yeah, it was a different group than who we normally see out at events, which was nice to mingle and catch up with people and schedule podcast interviews too.
I know. We were like, oh, we need to have you on the show. We need to have you on the show. And the drinks were strong too. I had like 2 sips and I was like, all right, bring me a Diet Coke. I'm done. I told Terry too, when we went up. I said, these drinks are strong. And he's like, oh, well, good thing I decided not to drink before the show. But he said he never drinks before a show anyway. So, but he was laughing. So anyway, great show. Again, go see him at the Strat.
Well, something new that is coming to Las Vegas, fans of the TV show Friends are going to absolutely love this. I count myself among that group of people.
Me too.
The Friends Experience will debut its West Coast flagship location coming soon to the MGM Grand. And this is taking over the space that once occupied the CSI experience, and then later it turned into a Hunger Games experience. It's a big space that is now being taken over by all things Friends.
Yeah, this is going to be great. I went to the one in Los Angeles. Have you been to that one?
At the Warner Brothers Studio Tour.
Yep. And so I don't know if it's the same thing. I think it's similar, and I loved it. You get to take your picture on the famous couch and all that. And I mean, if this is going to be the flagship location, that means this is going to have, I think, more than we've even seen in that one.
Absolutely. So there's going to be life-sized recreations of the sets. So we're expecting, of course, Central Perk, where they always hang out, Monica's apartment, possibly Joey and Chandler's apartment. There's going to be some scenes that are set up because there were some iconic moments of the show that took place in Las Vegas.
Right. You'll be able to be part of Ross and Rachel's iconic Las Vegas wedding scene. Bursting out into the chapel's lobby. You'll be able to kick back in Monica's apartment, like you said, and then they'll have the iconic fountain, which will be great, the one that's in the opening credits.
And then remember when everybody came to visit Joey when he was shooting a movie out in the Las Vegas desert, and it got shut down, so he had to go and work at Caesar's Palace as Caesar.
Right. I forgot about that one. So funny. So this is going to be great. We don't know the exact opening date just yet, but we know it's coming soon.
Well, something that has already opened is over at the Rio. We have done episodes in the past talking about all the renovations. We spoke with the owner of Dreamscape, the company that now owns the Rio, to hear all about their vision for the property and the renovation of it. One of the things that he talked to us about is the Luckily Tavern and Grill, which is now open just off the casino floor over there at Rio.
Yeah, and I love to hear about the updates because that was one of our most popular podcasts recently. People loved hearing about what's going on at the Rio and what's coming soon. And this was one of the things, so we wanted to update. It looks really nice. We haven't gone over there to see it in person, but from what I saw in the photos, it looks like it's going to be a great spot.
And then soon to come after that, they're redoing the big center bar over there at the Rio as well. So we're expecting that to be opening probably late summer. That should be open.
Yeah, and that looks really nice as well.
Looks so nice.
So a little update over at the Rio. Hey, David Guetta has a residency coming in 2025 where he's going to do this multi-residency with both Fontainebleaus.
So Fontainebleau, Miami, and Las Vegas.
Right. So I thought this was kind of cool. We're hearing a lot about these multi-resident. I mean, this is the same, brand, but
right.
I thought this was interesting. And so, he's very, very popular, award-winning DJ and producer. And this is an exclusive 2-year residency here in the U.S. beginning in 2025. But he's going to perform at Fontainebleau's Live nightclub and then also Live Beach. So that's great. And that'll be in addition to performances he's going to do in Miami, too.
And David Guetta, he's iconic, so it's great to have him performing over there at Fontainebleau, too. Very cool. Hey, Formula One update for you. They've just released new GA tickets, general admission tickets. It's a 3-day pass starting at $1,350. This experience is standing room only with access to unassigned bleacher seating. As I said, it's the 3-day pass, first come, first serve. You'll have great views as the drivers turn around. This is kind of right along the Koval straightaway. And I believe I saw something that said that these same tickets last year were like $8,000.
Yeah, I think I saw that too. Oh yeah, and they're $1,350 now plus taxes. That's a deal, right? That's a great spot. Also, they did drop some merch too. If you're into Formula One merch, the Formula One Heineken Silver Las Vegas Grand Prix 2024 Core Collection is out. Woo! It's a mouthful. And it's officially live, so you can suit up in Vegas-inspired merchandise at the race in November. Get it now.
Gosh, that's coming. That's going to be coming up here soon, too.
Oh, gosh, soon? November? No. I love summer.
I know.
I don't like the holidays. I just, they're too long. I don't even want to think about it. Just summer, swimming, sitting on the patio at night, and it's warm. Let's just keep in that mindset.
All right, summer vibes
Santa
only.
Claus and turkeys and miserable people at the mall. I mean, why do we even have it? It's awful.
So you're saying let's just do summer all year round?
Yes.
I'm down with that. With that.
Something you did get a chance to do. You went over to Town Square, which is one of our shopping centers. It has a movie theater, and they were doing an early viewing of Celine Dion's documentary that's coming out on Amazon Prime. And you guys got tickets, went over, and were able to see it before it even comes out. So tell us about it.
MGM Studios, that's MGM and Prime Video, Amazon, put on these screenings in cities around the country and around the world. Celine was at a screening in New York City, but she began and ended the film live. So there was a live, introduction with Celine Dion. Then the film played in our theater, and then they cut back to the live stream from New York where Celine got back up on stage. This documentary, I Am Celine Dion, it left me speechless in parts. It is just so raw. A look at her, not only her incredibly iconic career from age 15 on, in the highest of highs that she has achieved, but it also very unfiltered look at the lows that she has experienced as well, especially dealing with stiff person syndrome, her diagnosis, and what has happened since then.
Yeah. Well, and I know people sometimes go, well, why was a camera there for this? But I mean, I think, she's a huge star, and I'm assuming when she does these tours and concerts and shows, it's always being filmed because, you never know when you might want to put together a documentary or, have a part of your life, collected. So it's captured. This is not, set up. This is an episode that happens, at that moment.
And it's excruciating, to be quite honest. It's excruciating to watch Celine go through one of these episodes of a stiff person syndrome flare-up, I guess is what you would call it.
Yeah.
But it is excruciating watching that.
Yeah.
But to see the fight, the willpower, the determination that Celine has to get back on stage. And I mean, really, what I got from this film is that performing for her fans is like the driving force behind her recovery.
Yeah.
Of course, she wants to be there and healthy for her family and her children too. But I mean, she seemingly is doing a lot of this for her fans who have been just begging for her to get back on stage.
Yeah, she seems to talk about that in every interview that she's done promoting the documentary, that the fans are everything. And she was asked by several reporters at the red carpet, or I guess at the entrance there into the documentary in New York City. I also saw it in a write-up in
BBC, I believe.
I think it was BBC, saying, she wants to do this Las Vegas residency. And, it could be a few shows, it could be a year, we'll see, but she's determined to get back up on stage, and she said, I will do it. And it'll be in Las Vegas. Because she was supposed to start at Resorts World, and then when this came out, she canceled the show. So just a little background there if you weren't familiar with that. Celine was over at the Coliseum for many years, and then was going to kick off her residency at Resorts World as it opened, but that didn't happen.
And so it's nice to hear directly from Celine that she is ready to be back on stage, not ready to announce a date for that yet, but that is consistent with the conversations we've had kind of behind the scenes here on the ground in Las Vegas with people familiar who have told us the show is not off the table.
Yeah.
Like there is still a show. It's just a matter of when Celine will be ready to put it all together.
Yeah. And I know people over there were hoping for late fall, so we'll see. I mean, I don't know. You said people in the theater were emotional too, right?
Oh, people were straight up bawling.
Yeah.
Like, bring tissues. Or if you're watching at home, just make sure there's a tissue box nearby.
Yeah.
Because it's emotional.
Yeah.
And just to see the juxtaposition of Celine at her absolute best on stage in the performances of a lifetime, and compared that to what she's been going through recently, it really is it's jarring.
Yeah. And she lives here at Lake Las Vegas. I know they filmed from there too, some parts, or I know she's been doing a lot of the interviews there. Yeah.
Yeah. Most of the film takes place here in Las Vegas, although Las Vegas isn't there are moments, as there are like flashbacks to different points in her life that take place here in Las Vegas, but it's not like a Vegas centric. It's about her. It's not about Las Vegas.
Yes. Just this.
But it does take place here.
Yeah, that's where she lives. Let's do some tips now. In our tips this week, we have a summer deal for you. How about this? $25 tickets to all the shows at Jimmy Kimmel's Comedy Club through August 31st.
That's great.
Isn't that great? Yeah, this is taking place right now, and we thought, Jimmy Kimmel's Comedy Club is so nice. It's right there in the heart of the Strip at the Link Promenade, and they have such a great lineup of comedians over there. The only thing is, this does exclude performances by Lunel.
Well,
she's the only one, though.
And it's been reported that there are talks to get Lunel her own late night show. So she is like
in high demand.
Yeah.
She's always got lines down the Link Promenade waiting to get into her shows. But all the comedians do. We've interviewed Michael Yo. He's fabulous over there. We just interviewed Josh Wolf and his son Jacob. They have a show over there as well. The list goes on. They have great comedians, and all the shows and seats, so no matter where, are $25 through August 31st. What a deal.
That is incredible. And like you said, top talent.
Yeah.
If you go to Jimmy Kimmel's Comedy Club, you are going to laugh and you're going to have a great experience. And on top of that, it's a really nice venue.
It is. And they serve food there.
They do.
Which is rare at some comedy clubs don't serve food, just drink. So
Yep.
you can kind of make a night of it. I love that. Also in the Vegas Near Me app, they have discounts as well for Jimmy Kimmel's Comedy Club. So keep that in mind. Maybe once this deal is over and you're like, I'm coming after August 31st, they've got like 50% off tickets on in the app as well. And so keep that in mind.
All right, let's talk fireworks. There's going to be a lot of them as we lead up to 4th of July, and we're going to start seeing fireworks popping off across the Las Vegas Valley a little bit early as well. July 2nd and 3rd, there's going to be fireworks at the Las Vegas Ballpark following Las Vegas Aviators games. Also, there's some racing going on up at the Las Vegas Motor Speedway, and after the racing on July 3rd, they are going to be setting off some early Independence Day displays as well.
All right. Yeah, that's quite a list, right?
And plus, on July 4th, we have the Plaza Downtown, Red Rock Casino, Durango Casino, Green Valley Ranch Casino, the M Resort, and Caesars Palace, all setting off their own displays on the 4th of July.
Then the Exosphere
Exosphere
is going to have a display as well.
Jeez.
So like 4th of July is like, it's a big occasion. This is like kind of New Year's Eve style.
It is New Year's Eve style.
Yeah, a lot of choices for fireworks. If you need to see fireworks, you could probably turn in every direction. I know the Plaza also saying it's going to be their biggest display yet. I'm excited to have Durango on board for 4th of July this year since it's brand new. So that adds another location. You've got Henderson, M, and Green Valley Ranch. So, it's great.
Yeah, the M Resort saying they're going to do a 15-minute firework display. That's a long time.
Yeah, that's really good. And then if you go to the M Pool at 7:45, they're having a big event there, live music, and that'll all lead up to the fireworks.
And by the way, Las Vegas is like one of the hot spots for summer travel. I think we're the third most popular summer travel destination in the entire country.
Oh, that's great. I love it. And we're going to have a record Independence Day travel weekend, I guess I should say, because 4th of July is on a Thursday, and then the Friday and the Saturday, Sunday. But yeah, AAA saying that this is a record year and that they forecast about a 5% increase. So that's a lot of people.
It sure is. And I hope all those people tune into Vegas Revealed to find out what's going on when they're here in Las Vegas for their fantastic summer vacation.
Yeah, and don't forget, we do have television versions of our podcast. It's not the same exact thing. Some of the topics are similar and some of the interviews, but we have a TV version on our YouTube channel, and we're going to have a special show on the 1-year anniversary of the Exosphere lighting up. And that'll be on our YouTube, and then we'll have an audio version for you as well that'll drop 4th of July week.
And a big thank you to our sponsors, the Vegas Near Me app. You can download it today from the Google Play Store or in the Apple App Store. Also, a big thank you to our presenting sponsor, Level Up Law. Give them a call, 855-LEVEL-UP.
Have a great week, everyone.